going into the middle school, high school programming, providing more sports opportunities for older kids. We had to put a pause on some of that stuff. Obviously, with school being out, it was difficult to grow and expand and use the school facilities. But one project that did go forward was our partnership with the city at our Albuquerque site at Truman Street. We're going to convert that to a dedicated teen center for middle school and high school youth to come over after school during the summertime. We're going to have the things that kids at that age are interested in, right? Because that's the key at that age. Hey, if I'm going to go to an after-school program, there better be something cool and fun and interesting for me to do there. So we're going to have all the technology. We're going to have the sports. We're going to have the food. We're going to have art and dance and a lot of different interest-based programs that kids of that age group are interested in. And the city is going to help us with some renovations. We're going to raise a little money to do some things with the gym and the digital arts program. And we're looking to start that renovation right after Labor Day. And hopefully 6-10 months, the teen center will be open. So these are the kinds of things you get to work on when, you know, something like COVID happens, and you can continue to build partnerships and do that. So we're grateful for that. Our board has been real supportive through this. We have a new board chair. Her name's Shannon Jackson. She's the chair, or she's a spokesperson for P&M, and she came in January and has just, you know, gone gangbusters on recruiting new board members, sharing our vision in the community. And I feel really good about the future of the Boys and Girls Clubs. But really the thing that I feel good about is this was a tough year for kids. You saw it, you know, with school being out, they couldn't play sports. With
Go ahead. I didn't misinterrupt you. You know, how rude's that? So, but,
yeah. So with school out, kids, you know, not only missed, you know, the important part of learning, but social interaction. They didn't get to see their friends. They didn't get to play their sports. They didn't get to do all the things that, you know, they go to school, they look forward to going to school for. And so when school gets back in next fall, the Boys and Girls Club is going to be ready to help all those kids that are behind academically, behind socially. And, you know, I just feel like there's going to be a lot of need out there. And I feel like the community is going to come together and really do whatever they can for these kids who basically miss the whole year.
I'll tell you what, Colby, we're going to go to the Dream Style Top 10 Plays of the Week, and we got a little video that's going to be after a few sponsorships,
yeah, sounds good.
And then we'll come back and talk about that video. I'm excited to see it.
Sounds good.
Out crisp and they look good. Here's Wade in transition.
Hey!
Gonna flush it home.
Well, for a 2021 Bowl Series here at University Stadium. Short kickoff. Fielded about the 20.
Oh,
Gonzalez got a big gap up the middle,
big
one man
gap.
to beat. Let's see, Beats Contreras.
He's got it.
Gonzalez will return it 80 yards for a touchdown. And it was just a matter of time before he found a crease.
It's a privilege, you know, it's not a right. And I think these kids have found that out.
Fuentes on the quarterback
He's
option.
gonna have it.
Will break it up the middle for a touchdown.
Good job.
36-yard touchdown run by Juan Fuentes. Following.
Olivares to make the drive inside, trying to turn it around, draws contact, puts it up, count it, and one opportunity upcoming for Olivares.
Again. See how they're
Back to pass, get some pressure.
wide
Link to
open.
Greathouse might go 50, 45, 40, 30. One man to beat. Fine, no. Breaks out of that tackle. tight ropes the sideline. Touchdown. Touchdown for Peyton Grayhouse.
No.
On a turnover again, Hobnet, they've got numbers. Canton. Oh, and the throwdown. Cut off. Ortiz going to take the deep three. Ortiz nails the three-point shot. Timeout. Volcano Vista. Cougars take a 49-47 lead. 3.3 seconds left.
Just like that. You're at the 1 yard line.
Looking over the middle. Intercepted. It's intercepted. And going down the left sideline, might take it to a house call. One man to beat, cuts it back inside at the 5. 10, one man to beat again. Cuts it back at the 5, touchdown. Interception in the return.
Who was that?
By number 8, Isaac Kinson, who's already scored an offensive touchdown.
11-4 game, 4.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bring up the court, Mays going inside, drawing contact, and one opportunity.
An attack. Oh, that's a great inbound play. Mata puts it up, blocked beautifully by Heckrop. Blocked beautifully. Shot at the buzzer's up, and it's good. It's good by number 5, Devin Domino Lovato for 3. That will count.
I like to think of the Boys and Girls Club as the great equalizer in the community, in that we can help close the gap for so many kids that need that extra support, that mentorship, that those opportunities that they may not have if they didn't come to the club.
It's helped me with school because at home, usually my parents are like at work, and then I don't really get help with homework and things like that. So I come here, and then the staff give me help.
We realized pretty early once school started that there were going to be a lot of kids that weren't going to be able to stay home and attend school virtually. Whether their parents had to work, parents were working at home and couldn't help them with their homework and make sure they were logging in, didn't have good access to internet or technology, and we needed to step into that gap. So we've been open all day throughout the school year, so kids can come in, attend school virtually, get some help with their homework, make sure they're staying on track with assignments, and get lunch, get a snack, and then roll into some after-school activities, playing some basketball, doing some artwork, and all kinds of enrichment activities that we do at the Boys and Girls Club. The main concern being open during a pandemic obviously is safety. So yeah, that's been the biggest struggle is managing the COVID safe practices and making sure we keep our staff and our kids safe. That was priority number one. And while kids needed to be here, we also made sure that it was very safe and that we had the practices in place. When schools go back full-time on April 5th, we're going to transition right back into our traditional after-school model. We'll be on site at some of the elementary schools providing after-school programs and enrichment there. We're going to be open here at our club on Truman Street and at our club in Rio Rancho for after-school programs, the mentorship, the access to career exploration, all the great things that people are used to the Boys and Girls Club providing. We're excited to get back to that. We're very grateful for all the people that have helped us through this time, have donated to the Boys and Girls Club, all the foundations, individuals, and businesses in the community that have supported us through the pandemic. We have kept, over 200 kids on track during this school year, and we're very proud of that. But I would also say that when we go back to school April 5th, and especially next year, there's going to be a lot of kids that are going to need the Boys and Girls Club. They're going to be behind academically. They're going to need social, emotional support from being home for a year. And we're going to need to do more. And we really are looking for the community to step up and help us fill that gap that's going to be there as a result of this pandemic.
Hey, welcome back to Steve Davis Show. Got Colby Wilson, CEO, Boys and Girls Club of Central New Mexico here. I tell you what, nice little video.
Yeah. I want to thank Claire Moots for putting that together for us. She did that pro bono. She's a student at New Mexico State University. So she did some good work there. That was awesome.
I tell you, so if I'm correct, summer registrations are starting. Give me a little bit of price. Tell me what that consists of. Tell everybody how to get involved. Do you need volunteers? Do you need things like that too?
Absolutely. All of the above. We're really excited to have a summer program this year, in person, all day, summer day camp kind of feel to it. We're going to have two sites, our site in Albuquerque and our site in Rio Rancho. We'll be offering those programs for 8 weeks, and it's a summer day camp feel. As I said, we're going to do some field trips. We're going to do some summer learning loss programming. We're going to have some sports. We'll have food and snacks, obviously, and then all of the regular activities that you kind of think of with the Boys and Girls Club, arts, dance, those types of things, planned every day. Obviously, we'll have some COVID-safe practices in place in line with the health department. So we've been well versed in those, as you saw in the video. We know how to operate safely, and we're excited to get back to it this summer. You can go to our website, bgccnm.org, to apply for staff positions, register your kid to participate in the program, or even give a donation if you want to help out some kids who can't afford it.
Space, is there a limited amount of people, need to sign up? Or
right now we still have some spaces available. We'll probably register 200 to 250 kids for the program. We're probably at about 150 right now. So yeah, I would get on it.
So there's a little bit of room, but it's filling up pretty quick is what I'm saying. So in that first segment when we talked, you got some funding from the city, but it didn't get all your needs, and you need some help with your floor. Your basketball floor. Is that correct?
Absolutely. So the facility that we're working with the city on, it's in a great location over on Truman Street, Vieja Park. There's a lot of advantages to renovating that facility, and the city's going to help us with some good, a lot of things, but there's a couple things we still need support on, and the main one is the gym. The floor is coming apart. It's not a wood floor. We'd like to upgrade there. The baskets need work. We need all new baskets in the facility, and there's some roof issues on the gym. But as you know, gym space is like gold in this town. So we're really excited to do a little campaign, raise some money to fix it up and make it real nice, because that's what the kids deserve.
How are you going to proceed doing that? I guess do you have that answer?
Well, we're going to go out and ask people we're going to go out and ask people to give us some money and help us make those renovations. And there's all types of recognition opportunities too, you know, for people who give significant gifts. You know, we could put some signage and things like that around the gym. So there's a lot of creative ways we can help people, you know, leverage their investment, if you will.
I'll tell you what, we're going to come back and talk more about the Boys and Girls Club of Central New Mexico.
Sounds good.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hey, welcome back to Steve Davis Show. Colby Wilson, CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Central New Mexico. And, you know, when we had our show almost a year and a half ago or so, when you first became a sponsor of ProView Networks. And, well, again, I want to thank you for, you know, stepping up and helping us produce games for all the athletes. And what a great success. You know, we're doing right now about 50, 60 games a week because of the COVID, so things are going well for ProView Networks. And
good.
You know, as we talked earlier, or a year and a half ago, that you know, you had goals, and kind of talk about what goals you reached, what, you know, we had setbacks, and what goals you want to fulfill in the next year. Until we have another show.
Okay. Well, hopefully this time next year I can come back and report to you on the things that we have planned. So the big gap in this community when it comes to out of school, after school programming, youth development is middle school and high school. There are a lot of programs, Boys and Girls Club, one of them here in the community, that are serving elementary kids after school during the summertime. City does a great job. There's many other nonprofits doing great work in that age group. But once kids transition to middle school, if they're not super talented athletes, or their parents have, you know, transportation and capacity to get them places and spend money on their programming, the daily after school, you know, club participation is not there. And so what's that mean, right? They start to go home by themselves, potentially make bad decisions that could affect them for the rest of their lives. And there's a lot of that going on in this community, and the Boys and Girls Club can be a potential solution to that. What we've got planned this fall is we just applied to the state for some funding to open up sites in five middle schools and 1 high school. At Highland High School, we've got a facility in the back there called the Hub, where we can run daily after-school programs that kids come to get career exploration advice. They can get, access to sports and physical activity, do some arts, learn how to, build a resume, think about what they're going to do after high school. And the whole idea is we want these kids to think about graduating high school with a plan, right? Whether that's the military, a skill, community college, trade school, four-year college. These are the types of things that we want kids making a plan for. And if we keep them involved in the Boys and Girls Club throughout middle school and high school, we can encourage that.
Well, I tell you, that's a big thing to overcome.
Yeah.
And I think the word is it depends on funding.
Right, exactly.
And the more funding, the more you can give back and make these things happen.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, we're not relying just on one source. It's a combination of support from local, state, federal government, but also private foundations, businesses, and individuals. So we've got strategies around all those different types of asks, and we've got great support, a foundation of support here in the community, and we're going to be looking to grow that going forward.
Well, last time you were here, your family wasn't here, and
yeah.
It took a while. And
so that was a goal.
Yeah, that was a goal to get
the family here, and we did that. Unfortunately, about a week after they arrived, COVID hit and everything was shut down. So it hadn't been the experience that I think we thought it would be. There were some good things. We got to spend a lot of time together, and I think in the future we'll look back at this last year and really appreciate all that time we got to spend together. But actually, yesterday the kids went to school for the first time in a year, which was fantastic for them and for mom and dad. And so we're excited to just continue to get into the community, meet folks, make some friends, and get started on the reason we decided to move here.
Well, back to I'd like to revisit on that registration, open up for summer. Very important to get it done quickly because spaces are filling up, and
yep.
And you're doing some things that renovation is going to be starting here pretty quick.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
And I tell you, there's so many great things that you're doing. It always amazes me. Somebody that comes into the state of New Mexico, it takes a while to get to know people and to get city funding. You got to be proud that you got that accomplished.
Yeah, and we are proud of that, but it was a win-win. Like the city saw the value in partnering with the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, but it had to be presented that way.
Yeah,
so, because everybody's wanting money. Okay,
yeah.
Just say it. Help ProView Network, ProView Networks. But I'm just saying to be able to present it to where it is a win-win, says a lot about your character.
Appreciate that.
No, very true.
Thanks.
And hours. You know what? I didn't talk about hours. When it opens.
Right. Summertime will be open 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. So you sign up for a summer spot, and you have access to the Boys and Girls Club for your kid, your teenager, for those 8 weeks, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it's going to be a great resource for the community. And like I said, once we get back into the fall, we'll be at our sites, at those middle school sites, hopefully every day after school, providing that support, supervision, mentorship, cool things to do for kids.
I got to say something for Phil from the grill. Something that's where we got our first.
Yeah. Love the grill, right across the street from my office.
And what a personal, just when you walk in, you have a great feeling about that.
Yep.
So. And I tell you, we're coming to a close here, so speak real quickly what your last few seconds of what you want to say.
Well, I would say that I'm really excited about the Boys and Girls Club's potential to serve more kids in this community and hopefully make a difference with some of the things that so many people here in New Mexico want to change, right? We don't want to be last in education anymore. We don't want to talk about the issues around crime and drugs and alcohol abuse. we want to change those things, and the Boys and Girls Clubs wants to be a part of that solution.
I tell you what, Colby, thanks for coming on, and good luck in the
Thank
future
you.
for your endeavors.
Appreciate it.